Queen Camilla's grandfather assaulted his first wife while she was pregnant. If you are new here, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to this channel. Thank you. Queen Camilla has been an outspoken supporter of victims of domestic violence and devotes much of her royal work to highlighting violence against women. Documents kept in the National Archives showed that Camilla's paternal grandfather was accused of violently assaulting his first wife. The Queen's late father, Major Bruce Shand, was the son of writer Philip Morton Shand and his first wife, Edith Margaret Tippett. Mr. Morton Shand, who came from a wealthy background and was educated at Eton, Cambridge, the Sorbonne and Heidelberg, married the London-born Mrs. Tippett, a descendant of Essex farmers, in April 1916. But just a few months later, in August of the same year, Sir Morton Shand attacked Edith when she was 4 months pregnant with Camilla's father, according to the documents. Official papers were filed in 1919 when Edith sued for divorce and were discovered by the Sunday Mail stating, Philip Morton Shand violently assaulted his wife by dragging him by her arms from her bed to a spare room for her nightdress, bruises on her breast and knees, and he knocked on her head, causing her to faint. This time she was pregnant and, in view of her condition, was taken on the advice of the doctor from Shand's father to his home at Edwards Place. Soon after the reported violence, Sir Morton Shand joined the Royal Fusiliers and Edith was left alone to give birth to the child who later became Major Bruce Shand. The divorce was arranged after the end of the war, when the author gave reasons for divorce in a manner common among men of his position at the time, allowing himself to be discovered by a private detective accompanied by an unknown woman. In court, the incident of adultery was overshadowed by the allegation of domestic violence, which at the time was considered more scandalous than a show of hands on women. Mr. Morton Shand is not believed to have been a part of Major Shand's upbringing or life. The writer went on to marry and divorce twice after the wedding with Edith ended in 1919,
A bestseller
and among his
because again
children
it
was a
would
girl who
contain
had
things we
grown up
don't
to
know
be the
yet.
wife of
I
former
imagine
Chancellor
that's
Sir
probably
Geoffrey
not
Howe.
in the distant
Elspeth
future.
Rosamond Morton
I think
Howe.
they'll take advantage
His
of where
second
they
wife
are and
sued
you'll
him
do
for
something
divorce
like that.
on the grounds of cruelty,
watching.
adultery
Please don't
and
forget to
desertion,
like,
while
share
his
and
third wife
subscribe
did
to
not
this
allege
channel.
cruelty when separating from him. He eventually died in Lyon in April 1960, the home of his third wife, Georgette Therese Edme Averil, with his fourth wife at his side, Sybil Marie Sissons, who married him in 1931. Camilla is not known to have publicly discussed her famous paternal grandfather, as it is not known if she was aware of the allegations against him and if it motivated her to become a champion for victims of domestic violence, and in a sign that she will continue to highlight domestic violence even after she becomes queen. In November 2022, Her Majesty blasted the global pandemic of violence against women in a landmark hard-hitting speech during a high-profile reception hosted at Buckingham Palace a few weeks after King Charles's reign. The ceremony featured First Lady of Ukraine Alina Zelenska, Queen Rania of Jordan, Home Secretary Suella Braverman, and Boris Johnson's wife Carrie Johnson among the attendees. The call to action saw Camilla telling people two of the most powerful ways to provide help for victims: to remember those who lost their lives to domestic violence and to listen to those who could still tell their story.